How is it now? Let's see what's going on now. Because I'm pretty sure I probably swiped my thumb across that doggone thing, and I bet you I probably put for kids only or something. So far, no go. I'm gonna just hang on for a hot second before I keep going, so I make sure. Clouds just rolled in. Okay, so we won't be doing any. Can y'all hear me? I mean, okay, I can see everybody text. Good, good. I knew I messed up. I scrolled my thumb across the what's the name. Forget about it. No worries. Hey, check it out. Um, so this is what we're gonna do. I was going to try this. I was gonna try out the new Rich solar panels on the Bluetti EB70, the Bluetti 1500, the EB 150, and the Jackery 500. I was going to try this out, but I kid you not, a storm looked like it's rolling in like at the last minute. It is about 6 o'clock though, so that's typical for South Carolina. You got people cutting down trees in the front yard. I was just going to do it anyway. So this is what we're going to do. So instead, I got to think fast on my feet right now. And I'm saying that out loud. I should be saying that out loud. So this is what I'm going to do. Instead of me showing you how much power we're going to get since it just became cloudy, what I'm going to do is help out a few of you guys that have no idea how to hook your panels up in parallel or in series into your Bluetti, either one of these. Now remember, you can only hook this is tricky, so I'm not going to mess with this too much, but I'm going to show you mostly in series on the EB150, okay? But Jackery, the Jackery 500, can only get hooked up in parallel. You cannot hook this in series. It will not respond to that at all. So, let me see. Eagle Eyes readings. Okay, how you doing? Renee Farrington in the Bahamas in the house. All right. V Solo, how you doing? It's just a quick something going on. Let me see. Oh, thank you, man, Turf. Thank you, man. That's why I was like, man, I'm so glad I brought my doggone iPad out here. You the man. You was on it. You was on it. Yeah. So thank you for that, everybody. Cause I'm like, wait, it's like 200 people in here. Something is wrong. So okay, let me see. Led, did you see the Bluetti is coming out with the battery packs for the AC200? No, I seen a guy make some, but I haven't seen Bluetti brand any. I seen a guy on a channel, he actually made his own. All right, now, Ladies Palace. No, Ladies Place. Quincy Cuthbert said, thanks because I don't have any solar just yet. This is easy. Thank you so much. You love my coffee mug. Oh, you can see that. Get off of there. Yeah. I had to pull one of my favorites out of here. Cause she was like, don't go out there without no water. So it's flaming hot today. It's burning. My bees is in the background. You can't quite see them, but they are bearding on the hives like crazy. At the bottom, that's all bees hanging under the hive. All of my hives are bearding right now. That's how hot it is. So, okay. So let me see. Digging it. Oh, the Cheetos mug. I'm telling you, that's my joint. Now it's cooling down. She ain't got nothing to worry about. I just hope it don't rain on my equipment. Okay, we're gonna get right into it. That's good. Thank everybody for coming right back. Say hi, Live Farmer 73. I was like, where's live? I was too. Really bad storm in my area. St. Louis came out of nowhere. News said 30% chance of rain, and that's what's happening right now here. So, okay, we're just gonna get right into it. Okay, so since I can't pull any energy off right this minute, off of anything, what I'm gonna do is just hook the panels up. So I'm going to reel this in and show it to you like that, okay? Because some of us are having a few problems with that. All right, Bert Richardson, what's going on, bro? Say, what's up, sir? When a USB AC DC button is pressed, does your jackery use power when nothing is plugged in? Yes, yes it does. It uses about 2 or 3 watts. Yes, if you push those buttons, they actually use that little light. That little light is using some of your power. So yes, be aware of that. So if you have the Jackery 500 and you cut your AC and DC buttons on, if you're not using your USB button, cut it off, because it will slowly drain that 1 or 2 watts out of your Jackery 500. Okay, definitely, bruh. You won't have nothing plugged in. It'll be like a ghost story. Matter of fact, let's demonstrate it right now. I'm gonna unplug my phone and I'm gonna show you. It says 0 watts, right? It's 3 watts coming off. There's nothing plugged into this Jackery. That's because my DC is on, I think. Yeah, there go the DC and the AC is on. So that's gonna fluctuate. But you would definitely get some ghost juice coming out, okay? So beware of that. I had to figure that out myself. So, okay, I'm gonna get right into it. What we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna unbox these Renogy panels. The Renogy panels actually came yesterday while we was doing the live. So I'm gonna unbox those right now and show you what they look like. Y'all already saw my I'm saying Renogy. I'm sorry. My Rich solar panels came yesterday. Y'all already saw the Renogy, but you didn't see me hook them up. So I'm literally going to hook them up in series, and then I'm going to hook them up in parallel and show you which ones you can and which ones you cannot do this with. Let's get right into it. I ain't even going to play around with you today. No beating around the bush. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. I ain't going to be in here but a hot second, but because my plans is busted up. So let's get right into this, okay? Put this chair out the way. Reel this in. Because we need this wire. I had it all the way over there because I was going to put this with the other panels, right? No need for that. So I'm going to unplug this extension. I got a 30-foot extension. And yes, this does drink a lot more energy too. So if you get an extension, just beware, this will take away from your power input as well. The longer your extension, the less wattage you're going to be running back into your generator. So, for instance, here's the short one that comes with it. Here's the short ones that come with it. You're going to get 100% of, put it like this, it's going to be more efficient. I'm not going to say 100% because your panels are never going to be 100%. So, short, you getting the most efficiency. Imagine it like this, like a straw, right? If you got a short straw, you're going to get all the drink. The longer that straw is, the harder it is to suck up that. It is about to rain. It is raining on my back. That can't be happening. Let's just hurry up, because I can put the panels out. Golly. It's always something, Jack. No worries. No worries. We gangsters. We got this. We got this. Okay. So let's break this on down right now, okay? I'm gonna pull these out the box. Put this somewhere I can find it quick. And we can see exactly what we're looking for. This is the Rich Solar 100-watt solar panels. I bought 2 100-watt solar panels. All right, let's see what they looking like. Yeah, they looking just like the Renogy. I may have to abandon ship, y'all. Kid you not. If I feel a few more drops, I'm gonna have to abandon ship. We're gonna have to play this game inside. Okay. Packaged a lot different than the Renogy, but as you can see, there's the wires. We're going to hold on a second. I'm glad I came at least half prepared. Take this off of here, these little clips. All right. That's one panel. And they come with about 2 foot of wire. So trust me, the longer this wire, the better. So, okay, I'm gonna lay this one down, get out the way, and we'll get the other one ready because we're gonna need both of them so I can show you, both ways, parallel and series. Ah, they got these tight on this one. They wasn't this doggone tight on the, man. Something was crawling up my leg bone, son. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Something was trying to make a home in my junk. Okay. So here we go right here. You have a female and you have a male. Remember that, okay? This is for everybody that's waiting on their new solar generators and solar panels to come. You have a female and you have a male. This is important. And if you don't get it right away, because I'm going kind of fast, you know, come back and watch the video and check it out again. I'm gonna make this as simple as possible. It's gonna be no science popping off here, not right now. So, I'm gonna bring y'all downstairs with me, okay? Because it's gonna be easier this way if I bring you all the way down. Break it all the way down with me. I don't want you to have to wonder. All right. So this is gonna be the easiest way that I can think. I'm gonna flip them over for you. I'm trying to watch the screen a little bit, okay? I'm gonna flip them both over. Trust me, when you get yours, this is the easiest way to try to remember what you're doing. Okay. I'm going to bring the jacket. No. I'm going to bring the Bluetti 150 down because we're going to need this as an example. Okay. And I'm going to need the short plug. Okay. All right, family, can y'all see pretty good? Y'all can see all right? This is how you hook them up in series. So you can maximize the voltage and maximize the watts. The watts are gonna stay, no, I'm sorry. Talking too fast. Your watts are gonna stay the same, but you wanna maximize your volts and your watts. People is asking what's the difference between parallel and series. This is just helping you maximize that. If you want to look deeper into it, just go ahead and check it out. Now, this is series. You take one panel, male. You can't mix this up, okay? You take one panel's male, you take one panel's female, and you connect them together. Now, what you just did was combine these two to maximize the voltage and the wattage, okay? This is series because it's coming, listen, the power is coming in, going through, coming in this panel, going through this series wire, coming into that panel, and coming out over here. Okay, this is series. Now, you take the one you're gonna plug up into your device, and it has a male and a female. Okay. Now, you can't mix this up. You can't mess it up. You stick the male in the female on this panel, on that panel coming off of this one. We're gonna lay that down. Now you go back over to this panel and you get that male and hook the female into that one. Now here's your device cord. This is the cord that's going to plug up into your device. Now this is in series. All solar power generators cannot run in series, so you got to be careful with what you got, because the EB 70, the Bluetti EB 70 can't quite do it. It just depends on what kind of panels you have. It's kind of hard to find the panels for the EB 70. So I run those in parallel. I'm gonna show that to you in a minute. Because all you do now is plug this in and flip your panels over, and even on a cloudy day, right now it's reading, we're getting nothing. We're getting no amps, no volts, no watts, no nothing, right? There's nothing coming in, zero. When I flip these panels over, a little something might come in. It's a cloudy day, but it should get a little something. Let's see what happens. Something should happen. Nothing. Nothing. It's that dark. And it's not full. It's not full, so we should be pulling something. Nothing at all. So, that's that. Now I'm going to show you how to hook it up in parallel. Same way, same everything we just did, but this way is a little different. If your device calls for parallel, this is how we're going to hook it up. Make sure you flip them over. I promise you, it's so much easier when you flip them over. I promise to you. So we're going to unhook everything we just did. Just start over. If everything don't look right, just start over, okay? There's not too many ways you can mess this up. Separate all your wires back. You got your wires on this panel, and you got your wires on this panel. Now, hold on. Okay. For parallel, you're going to need to hook your panels up in parallel. You're going to need parallel extensions, parallel connectors. Okay? Where you're going to see 2 males and 2 females. And at the opposite end of that, it's 2 females here, but it's 1 male there. It's 2 males here, and it's 1 female here. This comes in several different styles. This is the little short, stubby style. But you also have 4 ways and 2 ways to do the exact same thing. 4 females, 1 male. 4 males, 1 female. Okay? So, I'm going to hook this up. The only way you can hook this up in parallel is to have these connectors. You gotta, they cost just a few dollars, but I'm telling you, they worth it. So I'm gonna show you how to hook this up in parallel, and then I'm gonna take some questions, and then I'll let y'all have y'all fun for the night. Okay, right into it. Right back down here. This how simple this is. You're gonna take your male on this one. You're gonna take your male wire on this panel, and your male wire on this panel. Can y'all see that? You're going to take your males on both panels. You're going to take the double female and connect it. Now both of those is red. These is positives. Both of these is positives. It's that simple. Now you do the exact same with your negative. You hook both of the female connectors from both panels into that. Now you got 1 female. Now here's the wire that's connected to the jackery right here. So all we're gonna do, here's the female here, put the male from the jackery in there, and female from the Jackery here. It's that simple. It is hooked in parallel right now. And of course we ain't bringing in nothing because the panels is flipped over. So I'm going to leave the parallel setup like it is, and I'm going to see if you guys got any questions, and we'll go from there. Let me come over here a little bit. I'm gonna try to leave that down there so we'll have some kind of sample just in case you guys have some questions. It's literally that simple. Any questions whatsoever? Oh, Detroit lights went out? What's the difference how you hooked them up? That's the part I'm telling you might want to look it up, okay? So it'll explain it way better. That storm really coming. I just wanted to show you how to hook it up because a few people don't know how to hook it up. So the Jackery can only be ran in parallel. Yes, the Jackery 500 and the Jackery 1000 that I had can only be hooked up in parallel. I don't know anything about the Jackery 1500 or the 2000. I do know, no, they said that the 1500 can run in series, the 1500. But the 1000 and the 500 and the 300 and the 240 can only run in parallel. Thank you, Christine says, does your solar battery tell you which to use? I have the EcoFlow 600. What do you mean which to use? I don't understand the question. Do solar panels come with the male and female connectors cores? Yes, they're built on the panel. They're actually built on the... Let me take this one. Okay, yes, they're built right in the panel, right here. You don't got to do anything. You see, I just pulled them out the box. I literally just opened the box this morning and left them alone. Everything you saw me do right now, I literally just did live on camera. Did you charge the EB70? Did you charge the EB70 with more than 200 watts ever? I run the EB70 with two Renogy panels every day in parallel. Yes, every single day, because you will not get a full 200 watts out of those two panels. Let me see. Is there a way to charge the portable solar generators from a regular 12-volt battery, like a car battery or marine battery? I'm not going to mess with that. I'm not going to touch that right there because I'm not going to touch that. For legal purposes, I'm not going to mess with that. Yeah, unless you, okay, this is, here you go, because this might be what you're asking. I'm not sure. From a car battery, saying like inside your car, yeah, you can plug this in your lighter and then plug this in your Jackery 500 and it will charge. Very slowly, but it will charge. Now, the other way to do it, I'm not going to talk about that because that's some legal stuff right there I don't want to mess with. Can those same panels be used on a Bluetti 70? You talking about the EB70? Yes, because that's what I have right here. You might have just came in the room, but I'm running, this sucker is heavier than the Jackery, believe that. I'm running the EB70 right now. And I run two 100-watt Renogy panels in parallel with this, and it brings in about 140, 347 watts on a good day in premium time. Led, do the panels give light? Led, so do the panels give light? I don't understand that question. Um, Jackery 60-watt panels has only one male. I don't know anything about that one. Let me see. Just learning, because I had Jackery panels. Jackery panels. Oh, you right. Those panels. You're right about that. They come with just. It looks like the port that I just stuck in the Bluetti. They got their own thing going on. I'm not gonna mess with that. But you are right. What are the panels for? What can you charge with Q47 watts? I do not know. I don't know what you're trying to charge. Let me see. Most solar panels use the same MC4 connectors as the solar standard. No. The Jackery doesn't. The Jackery has the Jackery panels. The Jackery panels come out with a cord. I'm gonna show you what it looked like. The Jackery panel cords look like this. They're coming off the Jackery panels. They almost look like this. And you just buy a long extension for that. They don't have the MC4 connectors on the Jackery 60-watt panels. They just look like that. They don't have the standard MC4s on them. Is Krager, do you need to or one start? Where did you get Jackery at again? I don't know what that means. I should go to Harbor Freight right now and get some. Just wait, Quincy. Matter of fact, Quincy, email me and make sure you tell me your YouTube name, okay? Before you run out and do that. Wine Sipper says, parallel and series is a technical method to match it. You're right. I'm not going, yeah, they gotta. Why not purchase one 200-watt panel? It's so many reasons why I didn't do that, which you're right. But I'm thinking of, if I bust one panel, if something happens to one panel, I still have one more, and I'm coming out at around the same price. And I can move those two panels anywhere I want. Because I'm going to tell you something that I think. This is my own opinion, okay? You know how people are looking into the, I think they're called the trackers, where as the sun goes overhead, this mechanism tracks the sun so you don't have to keep moving your panels. If you buy more panels, listen to me. If you buy more panels, that tracker, all of them is expensive. Like, it's ridiculous. If you buy more panels and you face some that way, and then you face some that way, you ain't got to worry about the tracker. Yes, you're going to be wasting energy, because when the sun is over here, these panels are going to pick the sun up. When the sun is over here, these panels are going to pick it up. Yes, it's going to be wasted on this side, and yes, it's going to be wasted on this side. But that way, you can follow the sun without all that nonsense. And here's the thing. You still going to come out cheaper by buying more panels than you will buying that tracker. I looked at the price of them trackers. Ain't no way in all get out I'll ever be able to afford such a thing. So it'll be easier just to buy more panels. You'll save thousands, literally thousands of dollars by buying extra panels. Can you mow that to 100? I don't understand your question, Virginia. Can you ask that again? Can you mow? I didn't understand the question. That's why I'm sold on the ACO Lion battery solar power freezer, so I don't have to keep running on generator. Okay. Less moving parts. Right, less moving parts, V dot. Yes, that's how I look at it. Let me see. Sapphire says, hi, I'm new to all this and I'm trying to figure out which box to buy to run a fan, a small TV, maybe a small appliance. I've looked at Walmart for Power Plus, but no luck. It's just me and 2 grandkids. Sapphire, can you email me? Because I need to know exactly what you're trying to do. Okay, like, is this for emergency or is it for fun? I need to know that before I answer something like that for you, okay? Let me see. I will be getting one soon. Let me see. Thank you so much, Random Acts. Let me see. Hi, I'm new to this and oh, I got that one. I got that one. Stacy says, thank you so much for the information. I live in Puerto Rico and alternative power is necessary. Got an EB240 on the way. Bluetti doesn't deliver the AC200 to Puerto Rico. Oh man, that's terrible. But I'm hearing a lot of that they're not delivering a lot of stuff to a lot of different places. Don't know why. I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife was trying to order some luggage. Do you know they would not deliver luggage to us or our P.O. box or nothing? Don't know why. Just said no, we don't deliver to that. Y'all like a state over. They don't deliver to us. Don't know what's going on. What can you run on 147 watts? I don't know. It depends on what you're trying to run. You got to be more specific, and that just email me and I can help you out a lot better. Like you got to have an idea of what you're trying to accomplish before I can, you're trying to get the solution before we figure out the problem. You can never go wrong with overpaneling unless it exceeds voltage of what device can handle. Ooh, that wind. Correct. Very, very, very correct. Hey, Queen Shorty K. Houston says, is there a specific extension cord to use for panels? It depends. You got to check your device first because you may have a cord that looks something like this, or you may have a cord that looks something like the ones I just showed you a minute ago. Hold on. You may have one. Here you go. You may have one with the MC4 connectors like this. So it depends. And if you even have that other one that like goes to the Harbor Freight setup, that's a whole nother thing right there. And Jackery even has a whole nother. You got to make sure you got to check your device. Okay. You got to R Bondio. You got to check the wattage on your refrigerator, your TV, and your fan. You got to check the wattage. That's important because if you don't know the wattage, then you won't know what your device can handle. Because it's not the size of your TV or your refrigerator, it's the watts. Let me see. I was just curious. Your Moonglow pair is doing okay. Let me see. New to this, but I'm power. Stay out due to storms. I need to run by necessity. Nix, I'm gonna talk about pairs in a minute, man. But man, you hear a storm coming, so right now I kind of ain't gonna get into the pair thing right this second. But we'll get into it. I got a tree full of pairs right behind us. But we'll get into it another time, okay? People is getting hit with some storms right now, so I just kind of want to get this out because people is about to use all of their new equipment right now. Thank you, my brother. Because of you, I got a cutting-edge power box with a powerful inverter, built-in controller, 6,000 watts. Man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Where do you find watt information? It's called, you need to purchase a thing called a kilowatt meter. A kilowatt meter. That's going to show you and tell you all the wattage, whatever kind of equipment you're using, how much energy is it using. That way, you'll know exactly what device you should be buying. Should you be buying 500 watt Jackery? If you trying to pull 1,000 watts? No, not even close. You should be trying to look at something more like the EB150, the AC200, Bluetti. You need to be looking at something with a little bit more juice. Okay? Let me see. Thank you, Jack Spratt. Thank you. I'm trying to hurry up. I know the wind. You hear the wind whipping past my phone. It's starting to clear up, but here in South Carolina, when it clear up like this, it's gonna get real nasty. Thank you, Queen Shorty Cake Houston. Hey, make sure you email me again, okay? I got your email from earlier today. But email me again, and then we can go back and forth. Let me see. I got the Bluetti. Gina says I got the Bluetti, Jackery, and solar panels. Trying to figure out should I go with the Honda generator, Berkey, or the fridge. What do you think? Listen, I can't tell you what to do. I can only say, listen, you got to look at your situation and ask yourself, how important is your safety or your energy to you? Now, me, if you asking me what I did, you see all this mess I did? Okay, because it get ratchet out here when a storm hit me. When the power go out, it's ugly around here. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for giggles. And some people think I'm doing it because I'm just trying to be cute. I'm just trying to make a YouTube video. No, I've always been doing solar. But once I found out about mobile solar, I got crunk. Because why would I hook up a whole house full of solar and I got it right here? I could pick it up and leave with it. Let me see. From now on, the gifts I buy for my family and friends will be some kind of backup power radio. That's what I do. That's what I do. Flashlight or something. Do you put solar panels on the roof? No. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not doing that. Mine are going to be right down here on the ground. No matter how I configure them down here, if I make some kind of stand for them or just leave them on these buckets, I'm not putting nothing on my roof. The EB70 is currently the best bang for the all day. The best money can buy right now. The EB70, hands down, the Bluetti EB70, hands down, is the best money you can spend. I don't care what nobody say. I'm keeping it all together real with you. For the money, and you're getting the most power, the most energy, and everything for that price. Even the cheap ones can't mess with that. Even the knockoffs can't mess with that. That's why I did it. Let me see. With them, can you use the two 120 Bluetti panels? Yes, you can. Look, I got them right here. They over here, the fold-ups. Get this. Yesterday during the live, watch the video from yesterday that me and Lady Leia did. You'll see both of my my Bluetti 120 watt fold up panels. They were hooked to the Bluetti EB70. That's what I've been running it on all week. The fold up panels, because I've been out there on the island all week. Are the Renogy 100 watt 12 volt 30 amp panels good to use with the EB70? No, because the EB70 can only take 28, let me get it right, 28 amps max. So no, you will over amp it. Let me see, almost, what I'm using on the EB70 is 100 watt, 21 volts. Let me see these riches, because I don't know what these are. The rich panels are 100 watts and 22.8 volts. So I'm using around my, not the Renogy, the richest 22, the Renogy are 21.5 volts. Thank you so much, Heavenly Messages. Thank you for that. Let me see, Cashmail says, got the Bluetti EB240 with the 240 2,400 watt hours. It powered my deep freezer for 2.5 days. Is that good for that amount of watt hours? Listen, do you got solar panels? Because you got to remember, I did a video about this. They're wonderful, but not magical. If you don't have any solar panels to put that power back in there, then it's getting ridiculous, because you're going to keep plugging it into your house to get the energy to take it to your refrigerator. But if your lights go out, you doomed. That's the other reason why I've been promoting the Bouge RV refrigerator, because it only takes 40 to 70 watts only when the compressor is on. And I got a deep freezer in there that takes 200 watts. So you do the math on that. If you got the 2,400 watt hour and I'm only sipping 40 watts every half an hour or every hour, you can run that just on that for weeks. You got to do the math on that, right? So that's why I was like, I need mobile 12 volt refrigeration, because I'm not trying to power my house refrigerator in a blackout type situation. That Bouge RV, that's the truth. Let me see, how many amps do two 120 watt Bluetti have? Both of those are 20, I think it's 22 volts. I believe it is 20. No, that's not right. I'm gonna have to look because I can't tell you right off the bat. Yes, I can. I got them right here. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. Two Bluetti fold outs. I'm gonna tell you right now, family, because it's right here. I keep forgetting. I got all this stuff right here. Two Bluetti fold outs. The information is in these is right here. How many volts? 23.7 volts. You know what? $23.7 volts. Now you got me thinking, wait a minute, because if I got both of these hooked up, am I thinking, what did I say, how many volts come in? I might be thinking 48. It's 48. The Bluetti EB70 can take 48 watts. That's what, I mean, 48 volts. 48 volts max. I don't even remember what I said. I had to clean that up because I'm about to say, how the heck was I plugging this up? Okay, 48 volt max. I don't know if I said that, but I had to clean that up. Let me see. Okay, I tested my 3.5 cubic foot freezer this morning. It only uses 65 to 73 watts when running, but its startup was 600 watts. Right, I started one up and mine was running on low 200 watts for an hour. And I have the exact same freezer as 5 cubic feet. Let me see. Led, look at the input on the EB70. I think it's, you right. It says it right around the input. Ugh. 12 to 28 volts. 12 to 28 volts, 200 watts max. So I don't know. Now I got myself thinking, all right, I was running in parallel, not in series. See, this is why I don't explain it on here. When people say, what's the difference between parallel and series? Because you need to sit down and think about that for a second. That's why I said flip your panels over so you don't get confused. Because if you got them flipped over with them facing up to the sun, you trying to mess with wires, you get confused. So yes, thank you for that. When your AC 200 being delivered, I don't know nothing about that. Which is a stronger, which is stronger and will last longer, the Bluetti EB240 or the 1000 watt or the AC 200. It just depends on what you're trying to run. You know, your Jackery 500 can last a long time if you're just trying to plug up a phone. You can't manipulate your watt hours. It ain't gonna be like which one run the longest. Your watt hours are your watt hours. You can't manipulate that. So if you got 2,400 watt hours, that's the winner. Versus the 500, the 2,000, that 2,400 that holds the most juice. Don't forget at the outdoor solar lights with motion detector. I don't know what that was. What gauge extension cord do you recommend for use with your solar generators? You gotta listen. I'm not gonna say that because it depends on which solar generator you have. Okay, and you need to check the specs. When you check the specs, it's gonna tell you what's recommended. I don't want to get into that because that get legal. If I told you need a 12 gauge wire, a 10 gauge wire, a 10 gauge AW, I'm not gonna do it. Trust me on that one. Don't read your instructions. It's going to tell you, all right? Because I don't know which one you're gonna get. I don't know what model it's gonna be. Because as you see, earlier models of Jackery and Bluetti are different than the later models of Jackery and Bluetti, even if they're the same thing. You got the startup kind of having some problems here. They'll change a lot of things in it and then come back later with something either a little sweeter. So I don't want to do that to you, okay? You gotta live, family. When you mess around with this is electricity. I did that video saying solar power is dangerous. This is electricity. Please read that manual. Do not listen to me. Do not listen to nothing nobody's saying on this. Listen, you know what I do? I listen to all the professionals. I listen to them. I take everything they say with a grain of salt. I'll say, hey, that was an excellent video. Thanks for the information. And then I'll go and research it myself. All of this information is at each company online on their e-manuals. Go read their manuals. If you purchase one of these items, read the manuals, read the instructions. It's going to tell you everything you're looking for so you don't blow your head off. Listen to me close. Remember what we just said. This is a 100-watt solar power panel, right? Okay. So if you mess with this the wrong way, you're going to have 100 watts jabbing through your body like Freddy Krueger. This is electricity. This is like you messing around with the plug socket in your house. That's why I like to keep my panels down while I'm hooking them up. I really don't want them sucking up no sunlight yet till I'm done hooking them up. And I don't want to hook them to my solar generator till I'm done hooking them up. Because this is like you twisting wires together. Think about it. This is you twisting wires together. When you plugging this stuff up, this is you twisting wires together with power. What do they always say? Cut your power off first before you start messing with electricity. That's what's going on here. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not water down the word solar. This is electricity all day, son. This'll pop your top real quick, son. You dig? So be careful. Read your instructions. I cannot stress that enough. Don't listen to nothing I say. Read your instruction manual. And if you have other detailed questions, all these companies have manuals online that you can look up and pull up. I promise to you. That's how I got a lot of my information, my detailed information. DC current is nothing to play with, very high amperage. Exactly. And I can show you, you see this little red thing right here? That's a rubber bushing. That's so to make this waterproof. Because if water get in there, boom. You dig what I'm saying? Or it might ground out on the ground and boom, you come out to water the roses and you start doing the neutron dance. So you don't come out playing with this stuff. I'm just trying to, I don't want nobody to get hurt. And that's something that folks ain't talking about enough to me. People ain't talking about that enough. You will get damaged. If you come out here playing games, talking about something, you just want to hook up your AM FM radio. So no, man, don't take this a little bit more serious than that, okay? That's for everybody. I'm not pointing out nobody. I don't want nobody to get hurt. Let me see. Gregory Thomas said, had my top popped a few times from electricity. I'm much more cautious now with it. Yeah, man. I'll make sure ain't nothing plugged up yet. Yes, you will be burning doing the neutron dance. Literally, I went there. I went all the way back. I don't want nobody to get hurt. Forget everything I'm saying. Don't buy nothing if you don't read the manual. Listen to me close. Don't buy nothing if you don't want to read the manual. If you don't want to take the time to read the manual and read up on wattage, amperage, and voltage, and you don't want to do the homework with electricity, don't buy it. Don't do it because you're going to get somebody hurt. And if you got kids and they start messing around with it because they think that the way you using it is like a toy, then they start using it like a toy, somebody going to get hurt. Your pets, all that. Okay? So, y'all killing me. That song was in my head for some reason. When I start thinking about electricity make you think of neutrons, right? And electrons. And that made me think of the neutron dance. Because that's pretty much what happened to you. I'm just burning. Because you're going to catch on fire. You're going to catch on fire too, right? Doing the neutron dance. So, I'm going to get back in here. I just don't want nobody to get hurt, family. Said my dad used to say, read the manual first. Read the manual first. Now, listen to me. If you're putting together some furniture, let's say like a chair or couch or a table, fine. Try it. But if you putting together a bunk bed set where kids is gonna be sleep over top of other kids, no, read the menu. Read the menu before you make a child sandwich. And it ain't gonna come out well at all. Okay? Before the kids went to bed, you was putting together a bed set. In the morning, now you sleeping on a bunk bed and you on the bottom bunk, and the dude up at the top of the bunk is your new roommate. He said call him Chocolate. I don't know why he just like to be called Chocolate. That's because you're gonna be in jail for murder, because you put together that bunk bed set all half-assed, and see what happened to you. They trying to blame your kid's death on you because you didn't want to read the manual. Can you imagine all for the rest of your life calling another man Chocolate? I can't. His birth name is like Bruce. No, you sleep on the bunk bed now. So be careful. There's some things you got to read the manual, right? You have to. Do you necessarily need the solar charge controller that is included with some sets? The solar charge controller? I don't understand what you talk about. Solar charge controller. The wall adapter? Or are you talking about hooking up a house setup? Congratulations, I'm smoked. I'm shooked. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Willie here. But I can't knock him today because he was already going when I came out. They had more intel from a military source. Okay, they had more intel from a military source that they were training our troops for grid. Tracy, I'm gonna take that down because I don't want to start that. I ain't gonna say it's not true, and I ain't gonna say it is true, but that's gonna get everybody going down that one alley I don't like. You know what I'm saying? It's needles down there. People making love and with their clothes on. I don't want to go down that alley. Okay, werewolves, vampires, all that, Bigfoot. But I'm listening to you though. I was looking at Jackery Portable Power Station Explorer 240, backup lithium battery, and 110 watts, 200 watts hookup, hot plate laptop. You think this would be good in your opinion? No. I'm gonna say no because I would never hook up a hot plate to my solar power generator. I would just start a fire on the grill and cook my food. That's why I say you got to do your own research for your situation, because I can't tell you that. I would never do it. I would never do it. I would never do it. And I'm going to tell y'all something else too. A lot of people been hitting me with the, they say the EcoFlow River, you can hook two of them together and get 1,200 watts. You got 600 watts, you can hook them both together and get 1,200 watts. Listen to me close. I dig what they saying. Together, now you can get 1,200 watts. But then you just spent the money for two of them and you can just go ahead and get the one you really want, the one you really need. That was my problem with the EcoFlow. The EcoFlow. That was my problem. I don't want two of them. I just want one. For the same price, I can just have that. You know? So that was kind of throwing me off. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. All right, Humble Lion, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. I really haven't been hooking the rest of my panels to anything else except the Bluetti 150. When the Bluetti 150 gets full, which they charge very fast, when the Bluetti 150 gets full, then I dump that power into my Jackery 500. When the Jackery 500 gets full, I dump more power from the Bluetti 150 into the Bluetti EB7. Once all of that's full, I dump all that power into the Go Power Plus. Use them as storage facilities like your bank account. I'm telling you, it works so much better. You don't have to try to power everything. Don't try to panel everything. For instance, only way I can run this is in parallel, right? I can't put a whole bunch of panels on this. I can put 500 watts of panels on that. So I can use all those panels, power this. If this is 1500 and it takes 500 watts, I can have this field 500 times 3. That's 3 hours. That's 1500, right? 3 hours of my day. And now I start dumping that power into all my other banks. I don't even try to put panels on everything no more. I just dump all the power in here and then divide them amongst the rest of my situations. Because if you start trying to put panels on your Jackery, panels on your Bluetti EB70, panels on your EcoFlow River, you're going to be getting all kind of different panels. You're going to be paying for all kind of different plugs and cords and extensions. You don't need to do that. I promise you. I'm telling you from experience. I was wasting a lot of money, and I showed y'all a lot of those connections. I don't even need them now. I bought all of them for nothing because I was like, if I just dump all the juice right into my EB150 and just suck the juice off into the, that don't sound right, do it. Drop the juice off into the Jackery and drop it off into the EB70. Now I can get all of these panels going right into that 150. Woo! I'm smoking. Y'all can't tell me nothing right now, son. Let me see. I never heard it said quite that way before. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because, listen, I'm your crash test dummy. I'm out here doing some stupid stuff that I can't even tell you about because I don't want you to get hurt. That's why I'm warning you about certain things. Do not. Some of the things I'm saying, I'm not going to tell you how I know. Like getting your pop topped off, I'm not going to tell you how I figured that out. Just don't do it. Let me see. Solar generators are plug-and-play system that everything is built into it. Are correct. That just cleared up a lot. Dump the power into other banks. Yes, yes. Use your main thing, and then dump your extra power. Once it's full, dump your extra power into your other stuff. It works so much easier, so much faster, so much. Let me see. That just cleared up. Okay, got that one. Thank you so much, Maria Jackson. Any other questions before we get out of here? Because I thought I'd come out here real quick, hit y'all with a little bit of juice. Let me see. The only drawback to the 70-watt Bluetti is no cooking device can be powered. But Janine, why would you want to try to hook up a cooking device? I'm sure you got a barbecue grill. I'm sure you probably got a gas grill, a charcoal grill. You got a fire pit. It's thousands of different ways to cook food besides using it with this. That's a waste of power. You want to save this for your emergency. Right, solar oven even. Thank you, Tim. You want to save that for your CPAP, your lights, charging your phone, charging your GPS, charging up important things, that your refrigeration. You don't want to be using this to cook because anything that gets hot, remember this, anything that gets hot takes tons of energy. I don't care if it's a stove or it's something like your Wi-Fi repeater, right? Your Wi-Fi repeater gets hot, or your Wi-Fi connector in the house, your modem might get hot. When you got something that gets warm like your laptop, they tend to take more energy, right? They tend to take more energy. So that's a little easy thing that I try to remember. Do my laptop get warm? Yes, it does. That's why it has a fan in it. So it's going to take more watts to run. Okay? Just remember that. It's not even worth it trying to cook on one of these. Listen, I know everybody going to do whatever they want to do because it's your prerogative, Bobby Brown. Brown. It's your prerogative. But I promise you, if you gonna end up in an emergency situation, um, I would say please don't try to cook on one of these things. Don't try to cook on one, because you're gonna waste your important, vital energy trying to cook when you could do, even in the house. I showed y'all how to make a coffee can cooker. You could be cooking on your coffee can with a candle, with a one of my grease lightning Crisco candles. You could be cooking. I showed y'all I had a candle that I made out of Crisco. Yes, and lard that you put in the jar and put a wick in it, a shoestring, anything. Put that down in an old metal coffee can, metal tin coffee can, and put some holes at the top so it can breathe, get oxygen. Put your frying pan on top of that, and I literally in that video scrambled eggs for you with a candle. There is no reason whatsoever you should be trying to waste your vital juices on trying to cook no food. Let me see. Itzy says, I don't understand how paying $429 for 720 watts and then $350 for an additional 720 watts battery is a bad idea. No, you can do what you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. Well, listen, I told you my way of thinking. Your situation is different than mine. You listen, more power to you. I'm not knocking you for your decision at all. I'm telling you how I'm doing it, because the way I'm thinking of how my setup is set up, this is how I'm doing it. So all of our situations are different, okay? I bought smaller appliances for my solar system. They use much lower wattage that my solar generator can handle. Me too, wine sipper. This and that says, funny thing, we used to do those kind of cooking skills when we had Cub Scouts backpack. We taught them some kind of survival skills and it was fun. Right. You can literally go outside, take a little shovel and dig a pit in the ground and put a grill over top of it. You got a whole nother way to cook. I've done that too. I used to do that as a kid. Let me see. Say, I'm only worried about heat if the power goes out in winter here in Michigan. Listen, I got 12, I'm gonna do a video on the heat, okay? I got 12 volt, listen close. I got 12 volt electric blankets that go in your lighter plug. They're out in my RV, and if we was out there right now, I would show them to you. They don't take no wattage, but I'm gonna tell you what, you gonna kick them off, because I bought them this winter when I first got that. And let me tell you something, they get so hot, you will take them off. I promise you that. So you don't have to run, you don't have to have a heater. You just have to keep your core warm. So if you got an electric blanket keeping you and maybe a couple kids warm under it, you good. Right, fireplace, fire pit, it's all kind of different ways to stay warm. You do not have to have an electric heater. You know what this reminds me of before he kick up the gas? This reminds me of have you ever seen somebody buy a sports car, right? They'll buy a sports car, let's say it's a stick shift, because I'm guilty of this, I'm guilty. You know why I stay away from sports cars, especially stick shifts? Because it makes me drive fast. I don't know why, it just makes me drive fast. Nope, not the gas, it makes me drive fast. Because in my head, I'm thinking I have a super fast sports car. So I'm gonna do super fast sports car nonsense, right? Till I get in some trouble. I hope y'all can hear me. Give me two ticks, he on his way back to the front. Hold on. So if I'm driving a sports car and the sports car make me drive all stupid just because it's a sports car, right? What we do in real life is just because you have a solar power generator, you want to try to hook everything to it because it's supposed to be able to run all kind of stuff. Just because it can and it's capable of doing 200 mile an hour don't mean you should be doing 200 mile an hour in a 45 mile an hour lane. That's kind of what this is. Yes, it's capable to run a deep freezer, but for how long until you get in trouble? Meaning it'll run it for about an hour or two, and then now you in trouble because you don't got no juice. Just because it's capable of amazing things doesn't mean that you should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? In a pinch, you know, sometimes you got to hit the gas, but for the most part, it's not logical. Good question. What is a good starter pack? In my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you, family. I would go with the Bluetti EB70 all day and 2 either rich solar panels, 100-watt solar panels, or 2 Renogy 100-watt solar panels. That's my word. That's what I'm going to say. And if we add in gas, a Honda EU 2200i. That's what I would start with. If I had it all to do over again, that's what I would start with. Then I would skip over this. I wouldn't even get this. I would go straight for the Bluetti AC200P. Beat and mix. If they steal $68, I'm on my way over there. Ashay says, actually, Led, you have to have a heater on the East Coast if you have a house to keep your pipes from bursting. Well, see, no, you don't, because no kind of heater that you're about to try to run on this is going to keep your pipes from bursting. Listen, I'm from Ohio, on the Great Lakes. I was on the Maumee River between Ohio and Detroit, okay? You can't tell me about cold. I know even with your furnace running, your pipes will still burst down in the basement. I know they will. So no kind of heater that you can run off of any one of these, any of them, even the new Bluetti AC500, the 5,000 watt, even that won't help you. Not in Ohio from no pipes bursting. I can promise you, guarantee you that. You hear me, Ohio? Listen, I'm speaking on two sides of the fence. I live in the South now, but I was born and raised in the snow, and I know how it works. So having a heater in an emergency, you need to keep your body cold, your body warm, not your pipes. That's the last thing you should be thinking about. You should be trying to, okay, Maria, you from Detroit, I'm from Toledo, so you know where we at. I'm right there with you. So yeah, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing you can do about your pipes if your furnace go out. That's when you're going to have to cross your fingers and pray on. You got to wrap your pipes. Yeah, you got to wrap them, but sometimes you know up there, they still don't work. Turf therapy, my man say, you have to drain the pipes and turn off the bib and prevent bursting. And if it's really cold, let inside pipes drip to keep water moving. Exactly. But where you from, Turf? Where you from, Turf? You must know about that snow, son. Let me see. I use kerosene heater for emergencies. Let me see. The power outlet, that water drip. Exactly, in Detroit. Yes, very true. Very true. Very true. What's the model number of your rich solar panels? It says model number. Listen close. R is in rich, S is in solar, M is in man, 100. Now, it's a lot of different kind out there. That's just the one I got. Don't, you know what I'm saying? The price was right, and it had what I needed, so that's why I got it. So I'm sure some better ones out there. Yes, thank you, Turf. 700 watts is great mid-size. Yes, it is. Matter of fact, it's really hitting hard. It's keeping up with this big boy here. Led, can you do another bug out bag video, please? Those were very helpful. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Let me see. Has anyone else? The only reason it's hard for me to do another bug out bag video is because it's just so much stuff. It's so much stuff, and it always depends on where you live, because some of my stuff that I need, if I need to bug out, might not be the same for you in Ohio. In Ohio, you packing gloves, you packing hats, you packing hand warmers, you packing all the stuff to stay warm, and I'm packing stuff to stay cold, you know, and keep the sun off me. So it's so different. I gave a lot of universal things, but at the same time, I don't want nobody running out here in Louisiana with a pair of gloves in their backpack. Let me see. Let me see. Here's the thing. Bug out to where? I live in a city in Indiana. There is nowhere to go. If you think that there is no way to go, I'm going to be honest with you. This is that with Denise. If you think that you're doomed and there's nowhere else to go, then you're doomed and there's nowhere else to go. There is no way. Think about this. If it was your child with you, think about that. You're going to be like, well, baby, I guess we screwed. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. That's not going to come out of my mouth. You can figure something out. Listen, you from Indiana, I'm from Ohio. And trust and believe, it's times I had to pick up and go too in Ohio. So I don't want to hear that you can't get it. Please don't say that out your mouth. Don't make your mouth hole say that, because you're going to start believing it. I'm here to tell you, yes, you can get out, and yes, you can go somewhere else. You know, I'm going to tell you a quick story about that real quick. We was in Ohio. Lady Leah was pregnant with my firstborn. I got stuck in a snowbank in the middle of nowhere. Okay, anybody know where Cedar Point is? Cedar Point in it's been that long. I can't even think. Not Maumee, Ohio. Cedar Point is in Sandusky, Ohio. I'm in the middle of nowhere with a pregnant woman. I'm in a snowbank and can't nobody see me. Think about that. I'm in a 1977 Oldsmobile Delta 88. And I don't got much gas. I could have said, well, honey, we about to die. Me, you, and the unborn child. You don't do that. You don't do that. I stood there trying to figure out what's my next move. And I went walking, and I found logs, and I found sticks, and I found everything to jam under my tires and have my wife hit that gas so we can get up out this snowbank until we finally did. I tore my car up doing it, but look where we at now. Don't ever think that you whipped. Don't ever think that you whipped and you done, because that's some slave mentality, and you'll be stuck there. Don't do that. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Please. Thank you, Carrie. Cause you know it's the truth. You only, let me see, get a map, look around, lots of land space. And you know, you only as doomed as you keep telling yourself you are. I promise you that. I'm not gonna get into it, but I promise you that. I lived in Ohio. Everybody knows this said they from Detroit, they from Michigan, they from Ohio. Do I gotta tell you where I'm from? Do I gotta tell you the conditions of where I'm from? No, I don't. You know exactly where I live at. And people be thinking just because you live in the ghetto, you stuck, you jammed up, it is what it is. I might as well start doing some crime. Let me practice some crime. No, just because you in a bad situation do not mean you have to stay there. You don't. You got to start being like, look, I got to get the hell out of here. How? I don't know. We all got somebody in the family that just picked up and left. And we thought they was crazy. Years later, they live and have decent, and we stuck thinking that they're crazy. Get your head out of that darkness. Let me see. I was pregnant, stuck in Upper Sandusky, Ohio back in 1985, traveling with 5-year-old from Indiana to Detroit. Never made it there. Water pump went out on my way. Car ended up in North Carolina. See there? See there? Let me see. Y'all don't forget putting up a tent in the house, sleeping into the keep warm. Very true. Hey, Candy Hicks, how you doing tonight? So Detroit in the house. There go another Detroit person. For every use, do you recommend, for everyday use, do you recommend battery power or solar generators? Battery power? What is battery power? I don't understand. I don't understand what battery power is. Thank you so much, big time. Thank you, my friend. When you say battery power, I need to understand what you're saying. Like you saying solar power or battery power. I don't, because you need solar to charge a battery. It's not two different things. Your battery is your storage, and your solar power is your pump. Let me see. Do you know of any other 12-volt gadgets that would be useful? I don't know, and I don't even know what your situation would be. It gotta be about your situation. Don't just want stuff because you just see people with it. What's your situation? What do you need help with fixing or keeping going or doing? See, I'm doing this in an emergency situation. I'm not just doing it, don't get me wrong, it is fun. It's fun. But I'm doing this for emergency. So I'm purchasing things for my type of emergency. Let me see. Remember about rain, catchment water, solar. Okay, drinkable water. Got it. Jazzy said, I'm ready to leave the city now, but no money. Guess what? I ain't gonna tell you my story again of we didn't have no money either. I spent every last cent I had, every last piece of savings I had, everything I did to move down here. We came to South Carolina with nothing. If your heat goes off in the winter, you can tape cardboard to the windows and keep the air off. Very true. Very true. I got 126 watts on those solar panels you described. 100. Okay, 126 watts out of both of them hooked together and carry. Oh, solar power stored in batteries or generators. See, that your question is mixing up. Your solar power, this has batteries in it. This has batteries in it. You hook your solar panels to this, and this is going to store that energy. That's how that works. So I'm not quite sure of your question. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying. Or more dependent, growing your own for that reason. Amen. Who you telling I'm trying to find 2 acre in Baltimore? Winter blankets and quilts on the walls, though. Hey, there you go. Cover up, cover up. Thank you, Sparks and Flames. Thank you for that. Say, I moved to Detroit to Arizona with $100 and my daughter and one thing of luggage. I sold everything we owned. I sold everything we owned to move here. I couldn't stay there no more. To each his own if they love it. I got family back home. They love it. I don't. You need solar generator or fan battery power tools. Okay. Let me see. This and that. Lead farmer. Don't mean give up. We do things to prepare for emergencies, but more to shelter in place. Okay. I got you this and that. But I got you. You saying you want to bug in. Got you. But you know something? It was a good message. We're going to leave it there. But that wasn't to you then. But listen to this. Get this. Even if you bugging in, be prepared to bug out. Okay? Because I practice bugging in, but I'm prepared to bug out. All my home preps is here. But if I have to leave, see, I got house solar that stays here, but then it's time to get out. So I'm with you, sis. The message was kind of hot though, right? Just what you like, that ain't me, lad. I ain't giving up. But maybe that message hit somebody that really needed to hear it. But thank you for that. Let me see. Think about what folks went through during Katrina. Imagine if more people were prepared to bug out in the area. Yeah, very true. Let me see. 100-watt energy panels work with the Bluetti AC200. Yes, they do. So true. My prep bags and boxes stay in the car. There you go. Food preps if you bug out. Food preps if you bug out? Of course. What you gonna need if you leave? Poly versus mono. Mono is more slightly more efficient, but not enough to justify a huge price premium. Amen on that. I agree. No, we can't blame it on Willie today. Willie was doing his job before I came out. So I'm hoping y'all can hear me. I hope he don't drop nothing on my doggone spaceship out there. C. Steve said somebody need to hear it. That's why it was said. Thank you for that, C. Steven. What solar power? So what solar panels will go with the Gold Pro? I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Let me see. I'm from Florida, originally from Jamaica. We know about wood fire and how to survive on basic stuff. That is important. I will bug out for fires, floods, etc. Otherwise, I'm bugging in. That's me all day, for real, for real. If there's somebody going to come and make you get out, that's another thing too. Food preps if you bug out, but what do you do for that? Food preps if you bug out. You should be storing food, and you should have. Do you know how to dry food, canned food, smoke food, pickle food, salt food? You need to learn how to prepare food. Let me tell you something. Just this past year, last year, during the mess, I learned how to pressure can and I knew how to hot water bath can. But Homestead Heart taught me how to pressure can because I needed to know that. And now I have tons of canned jar food that I did myself, and I know what's in it. I ain't no chemicals. I know what's in my own food. And when worst come to worst, I grab me some cans, grab me some dry goods, because Lady Lead always drying our food, drying our fruit and our vegetables. We got dry food, we got canned food, and then we get out of there. And you should also be thinking about, go to the store, don't walk past no canned food in the store, grab that stuff. Talking about Spam, beanie weenies, all that stuff. That should be in your pack, that should be in your prep. Always. Water. You gotta I just did a video on water. Drought is coming. You need something to prepare for your water. How is you gonna take your water? Because right behind me, look here. Right behind me is just 2 of my 55-gallon drums right there. See them? Right up the middle. But at the same time, I can't take them nowhere. So I got totes where I can pick up 6-gallon totes. I'll pick them up, put them in my car, and we out. For people who like to shop, research is best. Okay, got you. Let me see. Poly versus mono is a good stationary question, but if you can afford it, okay. If you on the go, dry food is better. Canned foods are heavy and bulky. Very true. Is there a big difference between 60-watt or 100-watt panel? Yep, you just said it right there for yourself. You got more wattage. If you get 100 watts, it's more than 60 watts. And that's just more juice that you can save faster. I only have a 240 for the hurricane season in Houston. It gets crazy, so I'm preparing. Do whatever. If you have the Jackery 240, get whatever panel that it requires. I don't want to lie. I think that can only take a 60-watt panel, if I'm not mistaken. So look into that. Timothy Myers, the Energy Flex sounds great, but only if you can afford it. Every component is sold separately and definitely not cheap. Let me see. I'm jealous if you got a Wrangler. I got a Wrangler. I got that. Listen, think about it. You know how much a Jeep costs. It's not the most prettiest truck at all, but I know its capabilities, and it's gotten this country through a lot of wars, and it still will. So I could have purchased anything, but I need something for my family. Now, for her, we got her something cute. But for me, when it's time to get ratchet, come on, we going in the Jeep. Let me see. Yes, I got the Jackery 240 60-watt panel. That's what I thought, TLC. It's only a 60-watt panel. You can only do a 60-watt panel with the Jackery 240. If you need the space, a roll-up panel or fold-up panel is the way to go. I just had it. If you need the space, this for bugging out is my word. But these cost so much money. They're expensive. But the reason they're expensive, not because they're better than everything else, is because they're portable and they're light and they weigh a fraction of what this weighs. This puts out more watts than this, and it weighs a fraction of that. And I can just fold it up. Y'all want to see me unfold it? I'm gonna do this on camera, hold on. So we can see how easy this is. I'm gonna show you right here how simple this is, how fast it is. You can time me. You can time me right now, okay? You ready? Check it out. You just take these clips off, literally, fold it out. I got it upside down. Keep the time going. I'm messing up, just keep the time going. Can y'all see that? Boom, let out the legs, and plug it up. Plug it up into your power source, and you're done. That's it. Now, just say, okay, it's time to bug out. It's time to leave this location, right? Ain't nothing to do. Unplug it from your device. Close them junks up. Wrap up your power cords. Put them back in your pocket. And leave. You don't even got to put the little clamps on. And just go. 120 watts. And they got these in 200 watts too. So all day, that's why they're so expensive. Did you see that? That's why they're so expensive, family. Because of the convenience and the ease of use. It's not because they're the best solar panel, not the biggest, not the most powerful. You're paying that premium cost because of the ease of use. You gotta remember that. You're gonna look at the price of those panels and be like, are you crazy? But did you see what I just did though? Versus hooking these up. Where are you gonna take this? What kind of car are you gonna put this in? Where's you putting this? Where's you putting this? You're not taking this with you, right? You're not taking this with you if you have to leave. But look, if I leave, look, watch this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I got 716 watts and 120 watt panel. But dig this. Boom. Now I got 220 watts. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Oh, this ain't gonna be enough juice. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go right here. I got all my juice. Throw this in the car. Now let's grab the water, throw the food in, let's go. That's how this works. That's why these cost so much. 2 panels right there in my hand, still weigh less than that panel. All day. So I'm just trying to show y'all the reality straight out the gate of why this stuff costs what it costs. Because you will see one of these fold-up panels and be like, that cost a fortune. If you were asking me, I would at least one day invest in one fold-up panel. Because if you have to go, and you know what else? Forget about emergency situations, because I haven't used these in emergencies yet. When I went to Myrtle Beach and pulled these out and hooked it up to my Bluetti and was charging my golf cart and my RV, people kept stopping and looking like, what is that? Solar panel. What does it do? Charge up my solar power generator. And guess what? When that storm was coming during that video, I just quickly folded them up and put them in my RV and left. That's why you pay the money for these. If it was me, I don't think I would ever buy no more. I hate saying that because you know me, I end up doing it. But these are for leaving. Those are here for staying right here. Okay, so I hope that clarified a little bit for you. Let me see, I got my 150 watt portable solar panels. Okay, can you do a review on some solar blankets? Solar blankets? Solar blankets? Or is it that out of your budget yet for the channel yet? I don't know what a solar blanket is. I need to know what it is first. I can only imagine what Bluetti keeps coming out with. Hey, Ession Family Garden, what's up, man? Yes, definitely good investments, man. You know, it seemed crazy to some people because stuff ain't really hit them yet. The only reason you would think that this stuff is crazy is because tragedy has not struck you yet. That's all. What's the best panel for the Go Power Plus? You got to check out, do me a favor and email me, okay? Because I said that in another video, and I looked up a panel for a person, but I don't have it right here in front of me. So I can't lie to you and tell you what the name of it was. Panels for the Go Power Plus. Yeah, like I said, email me that question so I can answer it properly, okay? Because I don't know the name of it right off the top of my head. What 12 volt blanket do you have? I'm going to pull that out in the heating series, okay? I'm going to pull that out during the heating series. I'm going to show you the actual blanket. I use batteries for my large battery operated candles. They have timers also for the LED. Oh, okay. Everyone in Texas are preppers now. ERCOT got us ready. EB70 bundle for $1,000 right now. I may go with the grab and go option first. I don't know. I haven't heard of it yet. I don't know what a solar power blanket is, y'all. Y'all gonna have to inform me on that. Cause I got a feeling a solar powered blanket is going to, think about this. Now, if it's what I'm saying it is, stop me if I'm wrong. Stop me if you heard this one. You know how they say that? Hold on. I got the AC200 with 3 foldable panels, 4 rich 100 watt panels on the way. Okay, got you. Solar blanket, multiple flexible solar panels that are wired as such. They are only fail practical sales at a time. I don't understand what. They are such they own. Come, do that again, Tyrone, because panels that are wired as such, they only fail partial sales at a time. Oh, I got you. So if some shade is on one part of the panel, then the other panel still is bringing in energy. I got you. No, I'm not interested. I'll just buy, for that price, I know the ones you're talking about. For that price, I'll just buy 3 panels, 4 panels. Them things cost a fortune. 4 panels, and guess what? Just put them in different places like this. Just put them in a whole bunch of different places. I got them set there because that's where the shade, when the morning comes, the shade kind of moves around in those directions. That's why I got it. And it's still cheaper than one of those solar blanket things. See, some of the stuff, you gotta do the math on it too. Like, is it worth it? I'm sure it's less bulky, but I think I can deal with the bulk over that money, that price. You know, EB70 with the 200 watt panels is like $1,045. Oh, you mean some fold up panels or something? Incognito, I like the fold up go panel. It's easy to set up for home and the road. Right, that's why I got it. Well, you know, I caught that deal, or I would have never had them. I promise. That price. Whew. I need every type of energy after February snow thing. We almost froze, but I'm trying to save some money. You can definitely put panels on the roof. I live in my SUV for months and put one on my roof. use the power bank to charge my phone. You know what? I hear and I see a lot of people put their solar panels on their roof. I wouldn't do that. That's just me though. You know, I wouldn't do it. Rigid panels for home, folding panels for the go. There you go. That's how I think of it. My rigid panels is for staying right here, and my fold-ups is to go. And I don't need that many fold-ups. Look, I'm gonna take that off, Melanie. Okay, I don't want to go down that alley. Please, don't get people on that tip. I appreciate your information though, because people will take that information and turn it into something else. That's why I try to stay away from that. Okay, I just purchased the Powwoxie 100 foldable solar panel from, okay, comparable to Jackery Yeti Gold Zero. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let me see. I caught a deal, a great deal on the Bouge RV you talked about the other day. Found a damage package deal on Amazon. All right, congratulations. If you have a roof rack and a hard panel, will be great strapped down and charged. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. I get what everybody's saying, and I see it, but I also see more trouble with people strapping and nailing and screwing panels onto their roof. Because, see, I look at it like this. When you start drilling stuff into your roof, now you got to worry about leaks. And that's more important to me. Having a wet, juicy inside of your car, turn it into a fishbowl. Some stuff, man, just ain't worth it to me. Some stuff just ain't worth it to me. I see it and it looks nice. It really looks good. I see a lot of van life people do it. But a lot of van life people just pull their panels out. I see that too. Like, So me personally, I'm not drilling nothing to the top of my roof. Not on the racks or nothing. Can you leave a foldable panel outside all day if uncovered with a clear glass plastic covering? I don't know, but I'm going to just say this. I wouldn't keep doing it, but I left these out for a week during that storm a couple weeks ago. And the reason I did it is because it was storming so bad, I was too scared to come outside because I thought the lightning was going to pop my top. So I just left them out here and I just was like, hope they work, because they said they ain't supposed to be out here, but they still work great. I wouldn't keep leaving them out in the weather like that, because that's not what they really made for. It's for temporary setup. I wouldn't just leave them outside. That's rigid panel only. Use shoe rack strap. I'm not strapping nothing to my car. Y'all go for it. Let me see. I wanna put panels on a garden shed instead of not liking the idea of them. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I really don't want to put nothing on no roof. Now, this is another subject that people ain't talking about enough. To me, okay? My opinion. Like I told you, solar panels are dangerous, right? Here's another thing about solar panels. You gotta keep them clean. Think about this. If a little bit of shade, if y'all don't get one of those so-called, what y'all call them, solar blanket ones, right? If you got a normal panel like me, and it got some shade on it, it's kind of going to stop that whole panel from working. So, think about this. If birds come and poop on this, it's shading that out. And what y'all don't know, which I should make a video about, every morning I come out here and get the eggs from my chickens and stuff, I've been wiping my panels off because of the pollen, the dust, willy, and bird poop. All of that be on my panels, and I wipe all of that down with a wet rag. And here's another thing you got to look out for. When leaves start falling out the trees and cover up your solar panel, that cuts your wattage down. That it could be bringing in sunlight. It might be a big maple leaf right here. Just killed that whole panel. If they're on your roof, there is nothing you can do about that. Down here on the ground, I can do anything and clean them however I want to clean them, like I do every day. And trust me, geese was walking over these because I had them sitting laying flat like this, right? And all these geese was walking and pooping on my panels one day. I had to clean the poop off. We got blue herrings, and when the blue herring, listen, the blue herring is the size of a Mini Cooper. Do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? A blue herring bird is the size of a Mini Cooper. Do me a favor. Look it up. Google or YouTube what a blue herring look like. They're freaking dinosaurs today in 2021. They big as a Super Cub plane. Do you hear me? Sometimes you can see them fly over my head. That's not a plane shadow. That's not an airplane shadow. That's a freaking bird. When they poop on something, it's covering all them junks up. Have you ever seen one of them dudes when they built the house, how they spray paint that wall with that little sprayer? That's what they poop look like. Boom! It's like one of them ink dye packets, ink dye bombs they put in the bank robber's bag, and he opened that bag and boom! That's what herring poop is like. And when a herring poop on your roof, it's gonna be there for the rest of the summer, son. So I don't want no panels. And all our roofs, when I take my drone up in the sky, all our roofs got herring poop on it. I don't know if you got herrings flying around your house, but you do have leaves, sand, dust. Every piece of dust, sand, and all that stuff that gets on your panels cuts your wattage intake down by percentage. So that's something you really need to look out for, okay? Because that's serious. So I'm not in no hurry to try to put nothing on my roof. If it's nothing I can't reach, like my chicken coops, I could probably reach it and turn it and clean it, maybe. I'm not getting on no ladder to do that. Let me see. So many people in my neighborhood regret their solar panels on their roofs. When I was asking for recommendations, they was mad. And that's the other thing too. When it's time for you to get your roof fixed, repaired, looked at, they need that mess removed. They got to take them panels off first, which is going to cost you, a roof don't really cost you a whole bunch of money. Once you start messing with stuff like that, it's going to cost you a fortune to get your roof fixed. Because you got to have that stuff removed, have it unplugged, and then somebody got to put it back up there. You got to think about all that stuff. We don't have herring, but we have vultures. But we got vultures too. They do the same thing. They put them dye packets in the bank bag, don't they? Pow, pow, boom, pow, bang, ratata. Dude, poop all day, all day. Let me see. Great blue herrings are very tall and stand 38 to 58 inches tall. They tall as me. They tall as a man. You gotta see this. Listen, I can't make this up. Lord is my witness. Watch this. I'm gonna show you. Okay, out there where that dirt is, right there, right? See that dirt? This area. I'm pointing at this log right here, right? I'm looking out my kitchen window. Now stay with me. Stay with me. That's my kitchen window. I'm looking out my kitchen window. Back there. I'm in there talking to y'all. Guess what I see? I see a man just standing there looking at me like this. I'm looking like this. Y'all keep thinking I'm looking at something else, but no, you keep seeing me look to the side while I'm talking. And to me, it's a whole dude standing right there staring at me like this, because you can see their eyes. It's not a dude. It's a herring. A whole herring look like a man standing there staring at me. If you think I'm lying, look up a herring. Look what they look like. Standing next to a child. If a herring stab you with his beak, you a goner. You dig? You're a goner. You're a goner. Forget Candyman, Jason, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers. If you forget them is fictional. You ever see a damn herring staring at you straight up? Word to your mother. Look at a herring in the eyes and tell me you don't feel a little bit of fear. Your heart don't skip a beat and thump a little harder when listen, and they ain't scared of me neither. Sometimes I don't go out on the island because a heron is out there staring at me. I'm not going out there if he out there. I don't know what he's capable of. His arm span is longer than mine. Look up what their wingspan is. You understand? I don't know what they're capable of, but I know their beak is about that long, and I'm sure that can go real smooth through my big body because I seen what it can do to a carp. You ever seen one of them eat? Poke that long beak through a whole fish and then throw it up in the air and eat it? I don't wanna even have to figure out how that works. That's none of my business. You see what they say, poking your nose and other people, he'll poke his nose all in your business. I don't want to figure out what he got going on. Look up blue heron. I promise to you, you won't regret it. You'll be like, oh my God. Y'all think alligators is scary. Crocodiles. Look up a herring. Look up a herring. This bird can block out the sunlight when he fly overhead. They are insane. And when they land on your tree, everybody say, "Oh, lead, man, what happened to your grafts?" And I keep telling you, either a beaver or a bird. Herrings try to land on my little trees like this. They taller than the tree, and that's the problem with them. They try to act like little birds. You see the fence around my garden? They lands on that and shake the whole damn post like this and won't get off. I can't shoot. What I'm gonna say? Get off of there. Shoot, shoot. They look at me like this, turn their head, look at you like this. Remember that thing, the Velociraptor? Jurassic Park? Those. I'm done. Those. You see how that Velociraptor looked at him when the other ones dived on his head? The other one kind of looked at the camera and looked like this? Son, you ain't seen one of these. When one of them junks right there poop on your solar panels, you ain't getting that off, son. Windex ain't gonna do it. Windex ain't gonna do it. Alcohol, nothing ain't gonna you ain't getting that off. You just gonna have to just wait that out. I'm telling you. So I'm not putting nothing on the roof of my car. I ain't putting nothing on the roof of my house. It's just too many negatives for that for me. Do I can pickles? Yes, I do. Well, I don't. Lady Lead do. She's good at it too. I haven't canned any yet, but she does. Mr. Lead, the panel you found for the Go Power Plus. Listen, I got a better panel for you. Just forget about that one, okay? I got a better panel for you that's gonna cost you about the same amount of money. So like I said, email me on that. I got you on that. Hey, V Solo. Now I'm never moving down south. Don't let that scare you. Listen, I'd rather have that herring staring at me in my yard than Jerome them, than Brad and them. You know, them college pranks. Because I lived around the university back home and they pull pranks on you. I'd rather have a herring staring me in the face. Because I know good and well, he don't mean me no harm. He just looking at me like, don't come over here. I'm not going over there. Don't come over here. And I understand that now. We got to understand it. But I don't know what them dumb college kids going to try to do to me, you know, just so they can get in the fraternity. You see what I'm saying? So don't let that keep you from moving down south. Please. Or frostbite, lose a fingertip. You ever lost a fingertip in the snow? I ain't gonna tell you how I know. I ain't even gonna show you my hand. You lose a baby toe, you don't see me show my feet very often, do you? Okay? Lose a toe while you out sledding. Yeah, that's what I ain't trying to live up there no more. I can bounce back from a little bit of heat stroke, a little bit of dehydration. You ain't bouncing back from losing digits, your fingertips and stuff missing, and you don't know until you go to scratch your head and this fingertip stay right here. That's the north. That's the snow, son, right there. You go to reach up, whole fingertip, or take your glove off and your fingers is still in the glove. You pull your glove off and you like this, and you look and the rest of them is inside the glove. That's the north. That's the snow. That's the cold right there. I had enough of that. Let me see. I'm trying to frugal nurse homes. How you doing? So I'm trying to. Let me see. I ain't trying to live up there no more either. Frugal nurses from New York. We live in the same area. I'm not trying to go back home. I love home. I was born and raised there. But that's no. It's you grow up and you grow wiser. It's other things to do. You know, up north back home, we would forget something in the car. Like, oh, I left a jug of milk in the car. Put your boots back on, your coat back on, your gloves back on, your hat back on, your scarf back on, your long johns back on, your snowsuit back on. Because just because you left a jug of milk, don't go out there tiptoeing out there with no sandals on and grab no milk. You'll stay there. Promise to you. You heard me. You people from up north already know. You'll end up staying out there. They'll find you and they'll think you was a snowman because at night it'll snow and cover you up. You'll be like this till the spring. Anybody out there from the north know y'all know the saying, right? It was the threat. It was the threat. Look, keep it up. They ain't gonna find you till the spring. Tell me I'm lying, right? They ain't gonna find you till the spring. You know what that meant? Because all they do, knock you over the head and you in an alley somewhere, they literally will not find you until spring. The snow plow will keep on plowing snow on top of your body for 9 months. So the threat back home was, you keep on playing, they ain't gonna find you to spring, you heard me? They gonna find you to Easter. Anybody up north know exactly what I'm talking about. That threat is universal. Keep playing around with somebody else, man. They'll find you stinking in the springtime. You will still look like this too, because you was froze good. Good and froze. You was froze so solid even the rats couldn't bite into you good. They just left you alone. The rats just lick on you like a damn push-up pop until spring. The rats and the possums and the raccoons can't even get a good bite on you because you just a brick of ice. So when they find you, you still look like yourself. You look like you died yesterday. Like that. Can't nothing really get a good gnaw on you. You know what I'm saying? You ever try to bite onto a block, ice cube? You do that. You don't just crunch that like no bubble gum. No. You gotta wait. You gotta let that melt a little bit. Are you into inverters? I think you asked me that before, Jake. I am, but right now I'm just talking about mobile solar. Cause I'm talking about picking up and leaving with mine. I'm gonna finish building my house system, but right now I'm thinking about picking this stuff up and leaving. And the other thing I'm finding out that this mobile solar is now starting to become my home solar and can power everything I need. Let me see. Grandma froze the cocktail. That was you are. I missed it. I missed what that said. You ain't afraid an alligator won't crawl out the water. No. I'm not saying it's impossible. But while I'm looking at you, I can see right behind me. That don't mean nothing either. I done seen crocodiles just clamp on somebody's head and run for the hills. Let me see. And 2%, it is cold, and that's the truth. It's the truth. Now, I was joking around, but I'm serious. You know, every year, and everybody that still live up north, I know the weather has changed, so I don't know if it's the same, but every year of my life living up north in the snow, you know what they used to do? Every year, they would find either some kid that fell through the ice and nobody knew about, he was out there ice skating, or they find some man outside of a bar. People been walking past this man froze in this snowbank for months. Nobody knew he was there. He got a little too tipsy, sat down, or got in a fight. Somebody knocked him out, robbed him, and left his body there. They didn't find him till April. Those are true news stories every single year up north. All my whole life. My whole life. The man missing that was missing back in August was found today. because you know we start snowing early, was found today. It's Easter. They found him, and people been walking by him for months. Nobody even knew. They just adding to the snow pile when they cleaning off the sidewalk. Don't even know he up under there. It's so cold the dogs can't smell you. G Michael Jr. says it's still the same. Things like that are still happening every day. I told you. Man, I can't make that stuff up. That was my life. Thank you, Itzy. And who was this? Who was that? Thank you, Lavender, for luck. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. Let me see. If alligator comes out the water, run. No, I'm not. If alligator come out the water, I'm doomed. Just like I was telling girl today, don't be saying you just give up. Give up. Anything, whatever. It's go time, Patricia. It's go time. Hey, Game Nerd Mom. Said, finally got me a Bluetti with some solar panels. Email me. She said, my Ganny's brother, oh, man. Oh, yeah. Well, you from where I'm from, so you know. You said your granny's brother died like that in the snow, fell off his bike in the snow and couldn't get up. I'm sorry to hear that, but you know that's every one of my family members died like that. Morning Brooklyn and lived everywhere except Staten Island. Hey, Granny Karma, if you in here, I can't see you. I see everybody saying hey to you. Hey, Granny Karma. Wine Sippers said, don't forget to sell ice makers. Okay. Thank you, brother. Led, when does that challenge start, you and lady? We still working on it. I want to do it right. The lead shook hands. Oh, that's in a minute. We ain't even signed no documents on that yet. Which Bluetti did you get? Which Bluetti did you get, Game Nerd? Game Nerd Mom? Humidity is high. Here, 87 degrees, rain off Central. Said Bluetti 2200p. Let me see. I missed something. Okay. Sherry, thank you. Somebody needed my email address. It's leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. Leadfarmer73. I'm interested in panels for the Go Power, please. Charm, I don't know if it was you, but I said you might want to email me so I can find that panel for you again. Email me, okay? So I can give you the actual panel that I found for somebody else the other night. Don't even bother with that Harbor Freight one yet, because I found something a little better. Okay, no more questions about the solar power. Let me see. Ebony said, I don't like the snow and freezing cold up here, but I don't feel deprived of hurricanes, tornadoes, and fire. We gotta listen. It's a trade-off. Ooh, okay, Game Nerd Mom. She said she got the AC50S. All right, little 500 water. Okay, now. Can't tell you nothing right now. Was the 13-watt panel from Harbor Freight. Sapphire, email me, please, because you're going to mess yourself up. And I'm trying to help you, but if you want to go off and do your own thing, I don't want you to buy nothing, because that panel costs, I found something that costs a little bit more, but it's much, much better. Sometimes we can act too quick and overpay and screw ourselves. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to waste your money. Ever hear of Dokio Foldable? No, I've never heard of that one. I keep my eye open for it. What is the best panel for a refrigerator? I don't even understand that question. I'm gonna be honest with you. Melody did okay. No. Let me see. Wanda Carr says, I got my Bluetti EB70 the other day. I didn't get the color I wanted. That's okay. It's the navy. I mean, it's heavy. Yes, it is heavy. Yes, it is. Um, you put screen protector on phones. Can you do the same for solar panels? I don't know. Even if you put a screen protector on it, if something cover it up, it's still covered up. So it don't even matter even if there is such a thing. If there's such a thing, you ain't gonna keep leaves and poop off of it. Refrigerators have a motor in the bottom. You need to know what kind of wattage your pool start. Okay, yeah, somebody is right. How many panels do you have? As of today, I have 8 rigid panels and 2 fold-up panels. If you are plugging them into a solar generator, they already have solar charge control. I think I answered that earlier. Yeah, that's for a house setup. 39 inches tall. You must be talking about that herring. No, that ain't even right. That ain't even right, because a herring about 5 feet, 6 feet tall. Herring can dunk. Battery fire risk. Everything is a fire risk. Do you have expensive solar panel over there that the people don't want? Do you have expensive solar panels over there that people don't want? I don't understand the question. I don't know. I don't know if it's directed to me, but I don't understand that people don't want. Okay, I'm going to email you to find out the panel. Okay. I bought the Renogy solar panel. Which charger works best? Which charger? I don't understand the question. You bought the Renogy solar panel. Which charger works better with? I don't understand the question. Because if we're talking about mobile solar, so the inverters and the charge controllers, I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a whole nother beast. Let me see. Some panels do come with charge controllers, but built in. However, yeah, like this. But you don't gotta even think about that when you got one of these. This is plug and play. You literally plug this in. I'm gonna show you right now. Now that the storm is gone, where's the wires at on this bad boy? I think I wrapped them all up like spaghetti. Yeah, here you go. You literally plug these up. Watch this. These solar panels, you plug them up. Then you take this in right here. And you plug that in and you get power. That's it. That's all. All the charge controllers, all that stuff is built inside of here. Your power inverter, all of that. This is an all-in-one system. Oh, I'm picking up some juice. Oh, jump. It's picking up some juice. Wait a minute. It was trying. Oh, no. It ain't reading nothing. It's lying. But this is a plug-and-play system. What's the lowest price Bluetti has? You have to go online and check their prices because all prices of everything online move constantly. Because it might literally be $100 right now, and in 3 hours, depending on how they're selling, it might be $300. So that's why I don't like giving prices. You just got to get in there and check. Gregory Thompson says, you got me interested in figs, but that's a whole different topic. Yes, sir. Is there a way to connect panels in parallel if they have different types of connections? Not necessarily. Yes, you can add an adapter. You can add an adapter that will make, because my Harbor Freight panels, I have an adapter. I showed that in one of my videos. It has an adapter that turns it into an MC4 adapter, which did work. So technically, yeah, but you might want to check the volts. and check the watts, because if it start getting weird like that, Jackery is the same way. Jackery, you have to have an adapter for Jackery panels. Let me get this right now. If you want to hook a Jackery panel into something else, you have to have an adapter. Right. Most items have spec sheet on internet for manufacturer, correct. I missed something. What's the lowest price for EB70? See, you gotta go online and look. You gotta check yourself. Don't take that advice from anybody. Because okay, what if I just told you it's $1,000? And trust me, it's some online that's gonna try to sell it to you for $1,000. You're gonna buy it for $1,000 and never even knew that it's really around 400 and some change. You gotta go do your own research. See, somebody saying 350. I haven't seen it for 350. See, the prices, you gotta go check yourself. Please do your own. You're very welcome, DL. Please go check it out yourself, or you gonna get stuck. I will sell you anything overpriced if anyone wants to give me their money. That's how this is gonna be. That's why if you go and you keep looking online, the prices keep changing, don't it? For everything, whether it's this exact solar panel is $159, it's $100, it's $98, it's $70. So you gotta do your own research. You gotta sit there instead of like watching All My Children or something. Man, scroll on that stuff and find the right price that's right for you. And one that you finally find the lowest one, you go ahead and pull the trigger on that. But don't just go off of nobody else's word with that. You will end up stuck. Say, I'm from Pennsylvania trying a metal door with no gloves. Your finger will stick to the skin. Oh, yeah. Done that. Your hand will stick to your car doorknob and everything. Well, they don't make them like that no more. They don't make them metal no more. Tay says, I ordered my Bluetti EB70 today off Amazon. Got $150 off applying for Amazon credit. Oh, that's how you got it. Okay, see, you got to tell people that stuff. If you got it for $350, you got to tell them they gave you extra money off because you applied for their credit card. You will have everybody running off in a tizzy like, what? Hell, I even was about to let y'all go and go check. Because if it's $350, I got to have another one. Harbor Freight has a 100-watt panel for... Okay. Don't just stick with that. Promise to you. For 100 watts. For 100 watts, get a Rich Solar or Renogy panel. Don't get a Harbor Freight panel. If you're going to spend $100, this was $98. Trust me, this is a much better situation, okay? That's why I say you got to do your research, because don't just go with that price. Can I get an adapter? Yep, you can. Yes, you can. You can. I'm doing my best to help you. I bought the EB70. Thank you, Denise Perkins. I bought the EB70 Bluetti with two 120-watt folding Bluetti panels. Will this heat my EB70 since it's over 200 watts? No, you got to hook them in parallel. Because see, look, I've been running the exact same setup you're talking about all week. The exact same setup you're talking about all week. So it'll work. You got to run them in parallel, though. Don't try to run them in series. Those are the newer, updated. Okay, if you want to go to, listen, if you want to go to Harbor Freight and get their solar panels versus, listen, because this is what their solar panels look like. And it's 4 of them. I know exactly which one you're talking about. That's the one you're talking about right there. It's just one more panel on there, right? I know. Look how huge that is. That's like 4 feet wide, right? That's like 4 feet wide, and it's heavy as sin. I know exactly what you're talking about. Versus this. It does the same thing, and it's a higher quality product. But, you know, to each his own. To each his own. If you want to go to Harbor Freight, you know. Is the solar panel a poly or a mono? All of mine are mono. I'm sorry. All of mine are poly. Right, Maria Jackson, the Harbor Freight ones are heavy. Super. Want to hear something? My Harbor Freight panels are over there. They're not even hooked to anything. I really want to take them back in the house, but I just got to get the energy to grab them suckers and take them back. I'm not even using them on anything right now. Is it possible to connect two foldable panels in parallel that have 8mm plug? I would have to see exactly what you're talking about, because you would need some kind of adapter. You would sound like, if it's going into an MC4 adapter, what panel did you hold up? This is the Rich solar panel. And I also had, these new, so I don't know much about them. I just know they're supposed to be the bomb. And the other ones I have right here are my Renogy solar panels. All of them are 100 watts and 22 volts. They have a 100 watt, just one panel now. Oh, well, like I say, go for it. I like Harbor Freight too, but I'm telling you, I mean, go for it. You know, if that's which way you want to ride, I mean, who am I to stand in the way? The only reason I'm saying this, because listen, I've been riding with Harbor Freight solar system for a long time. I have. But the reason I'm doing all of this mobile solar stuff, because somebody else, Frugal Nurse Homestead, opened my eyes to, it's a whole new world of better technology now. So it's nothing wrong with Harbor Freight. But at the same time, don't you want a better quality product for a little less money? You know what I'm saying? So Harbor Freight has updated their panels. I believe that. Again, I believe it. Let me put it to you like this. I don't hear none of these professionals and these engineers online or in any blogs or vlogs talking about Harbor Freight panels, hooking up to their Bluettis, Jackeries, things that they spent thousands of dollars on, none of their equipment. I don't hear them talking about hooking up Harbor Freight panels to that stuff. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's a reason. It's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about Rich Solar, but one of the biggest YouTubers with the solar game right now on solar keeps saying Rich Solar, Renogy, and he names off a couple other ones. I'm trying to pay attention to this dude because he know his stuff. For instance, does anybody know who what's his name? Neistat, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. Casey Neistat, anybody know who that is? Anybody show of hands who know who Casey Neistat is? And I hope I'm not butchering his name. Show of hands. Nobody know who he is? Trojan. Godless. Nope. Yes. Casey. Nope. Nope. I'm going to tell you, for everybody that's saying no, for everybody, and listen, I don't know this dude from a can of paint. If you do not know Casey Neistat is, you need to click, and I'm going to put it out here like this. You need to click off my video right now and go look who this dude is. He is one of the biggest YouTubers. He is one of the groundbreaking YouTubers that started all of this new age way we do YouTube right now. He's a normal dude like you and me that changed the whole face of how YouTube, how we do stuff. Alexander Scott, right? Maria Jackson, Will Prowse. Will Prowse is the solar dude of that. You know what I'm saying? He's the solar part of that. So when Casey Neistat, he was doing videos about the DJI and all of the drones and all of the new AI technology and all of the hoverboards and all of the stuff that we use right now and all of the brand new cell phone technology. This dude is the one that brought it all to us, and a lot of people don't even know it. This dude right here is a regular dude like you and like me, became a millionaire by doing this right here, what we talking about. If you're on YouTube now and you do not know who Casey Neistat is, get off my, listen, I'm gonna give all credit to this dude. Get off my video and go look at this dude. Go look who he is. Because if you don't know who he is, you need to. If you're a YouTuber and you're trying to create a platform, you need to go see who this dude is. Okay? Trust me. That's YouTube 101. Period. He's the one that start coming in with all the new angle shots and camera shots, and people was like, dang, how is it like a movie? He's the one that did that. He's the one that brought drones to the forefront, all these Apple camera phones. He's the one that done that. He's just like me and you. Okay? Yeah, he in New York, right. He got a very distinctive look. He got his own look. You got to look at this guy, okay? Because he got me thinking, oh, okay, this ain't the same YouTube when I came in the game. I was back there with, remember the dude, Chocolate Rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate Rain. I came in YouTube when his name was Tezande. I came on YouTube when Tezande, in the beginning of YouTube days. I used to be an eBay fool. I used to do everything on eBay. But YouTube came in, and those were some of the first people on YouTube. You got to know that, listen, we on YouTube, and if you're a YouTuber or a YouTube creator, you need to know, okay, he has 12.3 million subscribers. Exactly. You need to know who this guy is. He's deep into photography, and you want to know what else, Lamont? He just played in his first part in a movie with Jamie Foxx. I cannot remember the name of the movie, but I watched it while we was out camping about a month ago. Casey Neistat played in a movie. Blew my head back. Because I'm like, this dude is in a movie talking to Jamie Foxx. He's in a movie. I ain't talking about he's an extra. He's part of the movie. I'm sure his credits is in there somewhere. He was like me and you. He was like me and you. So Will Prowse is talking about certain solar panels. Casey Neistat was talking about certain kind of drones. These are professionals in the game. They got credentials. So I'm trying to go that direction. You know what I'm saying? So nothing wrong with Harbor Freight at all. And listen, I love Harbor Freight. I do. But if I'm going to get a better quality product for the exact same price, if not cheaper, there is no question about what I would do. So the Casey Neistat doesn't even work anymore. See? He been in a movie. I think the movie was called, it is, thank you, G. Michael Jr. The movie is called Project Power. Casey Neistat is in there. Listen, I'm watching the movie already. The movie ain't bad. The movie pretty good. But when I seen it, I said, that look just like, because he don't got his glasses on. That's like you seeing your homeboy that you grew up with, or you see every day. Now he in a movie with Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx, and them. You like, what? That. Let me see. Okay, Amazon. On Amazon, Project Power, seen it. Yes. Casey Neistat is in there when they go into the club. Just look at that part when they go into the club and they all in there in little ice sculpture figures. Casey Neistat is all through there, all in the camera. Blow my mind back. King Power. I keep seeing that generator online. I'm not sure about it. I need to hear more about it. Have you heard of the Togo Pro Advanced 650? Nope, I ain't heard of that one. It's so many different names online. It's a lot of names online. You can't pronounce them. The Tiki Taki 1000, the Poontang 300. I'm like, you know what? I don't believe I've seen any other YouTuber using the Poontang 300 with the solar panels. So I kind of stay away from stuff like that, right? The Ding Dong 1000 and the Poontang 300. I don't know about none of them names. So people keep asking me about some of these names. I'm like, I don't know if you're trying to prank me like Bart Simpson with some of the name of these generators, or am I just tripping? You know what I'm saying? You know how Miss Smelly Butts, he'd do the prank call? Because some people say, hey, you ever heard of the Ding Dong 2000? Oh, let me think. Ding dong, ding dong. Nope, don't ring a bell. You would have me making fool of myself on my own channel. Yeah, they got. You should try out the Poontang 300. The Poontang 300, it got a 1,000 watt inverter. It could take 1,000 watts. it could take 1,000 watts of power. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. See, somebody hit me with that, and I'm like, you don't think about that till the video is over. Like, wait a minute, Poontang 300, take 1,000 watt inverter input. That don't sound right. They was being nasty or something. I don't think it had me Googling Poontang 3000. Don't Google that. Don't Google that. Either you're going to be very happy or very disappointed. Don't Google that. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a solar power generator. Don't ask me how I know. Don't Google that, because that's going to be stuck on your laptop. And if the cops come and get your laptop and be like, oh, yep, got him. He's pulling up Poontang 300. Here we go, got him. Don't incriminate yourself. You don't want to know where that's going to take you. And watch, it's 600 people in here. Watch 400 people look up Poontang 2000. The damn thing tonight. Don't do that. Don't do it. We've been on here forever. Let me get off of this doggone thing. I'm gonna say this in the beginning of the video. I hope I was able to help somebody hook these panels up. I'm gonna do it one last time, okay? Just so we know. And this time I'm gonna set the camera up so you can see it a little better. Y'all a mess. Yeah. Oh, that model ain't out yet, W White. Whew. I'm gonna hook this panel up before we go for the people that just came in the house. I'm gonna unplug this. We don't need the power no more. Okay, let my legs down. Okay, Poontang 3000. Good Lord. All right, I'm gonna hook these side by side. Y'all got me tripping. We gonna come from the back. That don't sound right either. We talking about the Poontang 3000. We just gonna look at the back side of it. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we gonna hook this up in parallel and in series. This is going to be in series. Real quick, before we go, thank you, Trina's Organic Lifestyle. Thank you for that. I'm going to show you how to hook it up in series, and then I'm going to show you how to hook it up in parallel, okay? As soon as I find the cord. There we go. Okay. We're going to start this all over. All right. Before we leave, family, number one has been a stone groove. In series, You have a female on one panel. You have a male on the other panel. What you do is you plug both of those together. It's only one of each, so you can't mess this up. This is what I like to do. Plug those together, and I like to lay them over there so, because too many wires start getting me mixed up. You start making my eyes pop. So then, you take the adapter that came with your device with the barrel plug on it and the MC4 connectors. Now you take the other plug from this panel, which is the male, and you plug it into the female that goes into your device, like that. And then you take the male, grab the other wire on this panel, and plug it into that one, like so. This is called in series. Now you plug this into your device. This is in series, okay? So this panel is flowing into this panel and coming out here. So this is how this works. Now you plug up your system just like this. As you can see, this lights up, but it's not bringing in any wattage. And it's not just because there's no sun out, but it's because the Jackery 500 cannot bring in anything in series. It won't work in series. It only works in parallel. So we're going to do this in parallel. It won't even show you nothing. It's showing you it's plugged in, and that's it. So we are going to unplug this from series like this. Let those hang. Unplug this off of your device cord. Let that hang. And unplug this from your device cord. Here's your device cord that goes into your solar power generator. Put that to the side. Now, in parallel, you're going to need a special kind of connector. It's called a parallel connector. A parallel connector comes in a couple of different forms. These are the short, rigid parallel connectors. You have 2 females and 1 male. On this one, you have 2 males and 1 female. Okay? So, this is how you hook it up in parallel. The Jackery can only take parallel. So, you take the 2 males, you grab the female from this one. Wait, let's start over. You take the male from this one, put it in the female in this one. Then you take the male from your other panel and put it in that one. Lay that down. Then you take your female, connect it to the male adapter. Take your other female, connect it to the other male adapter. Now you have 1 female port here and 1 male port here. Now, you take your device cord, you take your male, and you plug it into the female. You take your female and plug it into the male. Now, the Jackery can work on this system here in parallel only. Plug that in. Let's see if we can get any wattage, even though there's no sunlight out here. Nothing. No sunlight. So there you go. That's how you do it though. Okay? Jackery 500 can only take parallel. Everything, well, my Bluetti 150 can take series. The Bluetti EB70 is tricky. I'm not going to tell you about that. I'm just going to say, until you find the right panel, plug it up in parallel. Okay? Just to keep it simple. Well, hell, look here. Oh, no, it's not moving. All right. So, any questions before I go? We've been on here like for 3 hours. Get the voltmeter to always check. Okay. The Bluetti EB70 has just been delivered. You should be working as a teacher. You're a good explaining stuff. No. No, I shouldn't. I leave that to my wife. She can explain stuff, not me. You see how I veer off? I can never teach a class for 1 hour. Never. We'll be talking about all kind of stuff. You welcome, Maria Jackson. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful night, okay? I've been doing laundry while watching this. Should the solar panels be facing the sun? I'm messing with you, Damon. Yes. Yes. They always have to face the sun. To get the best energy and the best wattage and the best efficiency, they should be pointed directly at the sun. Right. Who just said that, Joe? Exactly. If I brought up that in, Mom, guess what we learned today? The Poontang 3000 has a 1,000 watt inverter. What? Yeah, fired, done. Got my Bouge RV on the way. All right, W. White. Okay. All right, SCI Family Garden. Blessings to you too, brother. Frugal Nurse Homestead say, have a great night. Everybody have a great night. Prepping and preparing. Peace and love. Thank you, Led. You're better than television. Man, I wish. I need to call Casey Neistat. That's what I need to call. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just messing around. Are those solar panels from your link? Yes, they are. Thank you for your work. Thank you so much, y'all. I had a good time. I had a good time. Can't wait to pair the pair video. Got questions. Before I go, pair video. What you got, Sham? You said can't wait to the pair video. Got questions. What questions you got? I'm wait here for you. What pair of questions you got? I'm gonna look for you right now. Good night, everybody. I'm about to answer a pair question real quick. Everybody have a wonderful night. Cause I know the feeling. I used to be that way too. Let me see. Don't look at the backside of the yeah. Don't look at that either. I think I missed her. Did I miss her? Where my friend at with the pears? I came in late. It's okay. You have a good night too, TLC in the garden. Oh, okay. There you go, Sham. Black leaves on my newly planted tree. That is called fire blight. You need to cut that whole branch off. That is fire blight. That you cannot fix. Don't go listening to people talking about sprinkle powders and baking soda on it. Cut that branch off. Cut it off below where you see those dark black burnt leaves. Cut it way below that. If the branch starts here, if the black leaves start here, cut it 6 inches to a foot below that. Okay? Because it's down there, you just really can't tell. That's fire blight. I don't even try to, because you know why I don't try to sprinkle stuff on and do all that weird stuff? Because once your tree, this is my Bartlett pear tree right there. Once, see how high that is up to his window? What are you gonna do up there? You can't climb up there. So you just you gotta cut those branches out. Don't be trying to sprinkle stuff up there. You'll get it all in your eyes and everything else. Yeah, wow, that's my whole tree. Sometime it is. If you bought a tree and it already had fire blight, as soon as you planted it, it got fire blight. And here's another thing, depending on how big your tree is. Trina's Organic Lifestyle is a question. My all-in-one almond tree in the container has brown leaves and are curling. It depends on how big it is. I got one, and I promise you, you treat them exactly like peaches. You probably watering it too much. You treat them just like peaches. Matter of fact, they in the peach family. If you think about it, a peach seed looks just like an almond. So when I first got my all-in-one almond tree, I got an all-in-one almond and a Hall's Hardy almond. They look terrible at first, and mine looks great now. But when you first get them, they look like they struggling. So I have a garden question. Britt Mai, okay, what is it? Can I air layer my peach tree now during the summer? Yes, yes you can. Don't wait till fall. Don't do nothing. Don't air layer nothing in the fall. Thank you, Toya Story 1. Said, can fire blight affect green bean vines? I don't think so. I don't think so. But yes, air layer now. And actually, I have a video that I'm going to release tomorrow of the results of all my air layers that I did around the land. So keep your eye peeled for that. I ain't going live tomorrow. Say, okay, I would do research peach tree. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Stop watering it so much. And if you got it in the ground, it might be in a place that's entirely too wet. No problem, Britt Mai. Can I use the 60-watt Rock Pal solar panel for the... Listen, no. I'm going to say no. No, you can't. Because you just can't put anything on that... You can't just put anything on that thing. You got to check the volts and check the wattage. If your volts and your wattage don't match the Go Power Plus, you're going to blow something up. And there's a lot of people blowing them up because they going out buying Renogy panels and stuff, 100 watts, and just plug it in and think that it's just supposed to work for some reason until they see and smell that orange smoke. When you see that orange smoke and smell that smell, you'll never forget it. That means you just wasted a lot of money. My brown mission fig arrived a few days ago and all the leaves wilted and died. It looks like there may be some new buds. Nothing is wrong with your fig tree. Every time you move a fig tree and every time you relocate it, every time you do an air layer, it is going to look like a burnt sausage. Trust me, figs are resilient. I promise you, I moved a fig from one side of my yard to put it by my chicken coop. I didn't even plant it. I just sat it on the ground and now it's doing great. All the leaves fell off. It was buck naked for like 3 weeks and then now it got fruit on it. Where you got your fig tree from? I don't know. It depends on which fig tree you talk about. I got a bunch of them. I got them from all over the place. Fire blights affects loquat too. I never had no fire blight on my loquat tree. You can leave your blueberry bushes in your garden in pots over the winter. Do you have a cover? No, I live in the South, so I don't have to really cover them. I need to connect the Power Plus with the Jackery. Y'all got to do your research. I ain't going to say that one no more because I'm telling y'all going to blow something up. Y'all ain't doing, y'all not read, man. You got to read. You're going to blow that thing up. You're going to blow that little thing up, man. Y'all trying to turn that Go Power Plus into a 5,000 watt inverter. You're going to blow it up. You're going to burn something up. I'm just, remember what I said. I'm warning you. You're going to blow it up. I'm going to tell you this. My friend GG's Natural and Eco Neighbor blew theirs up. And a lot of other people said, "Ooh, I did the same thing." You got to read the instructions or you going to burn up. You going to get your top pop. Messing around with that energy, that's electricity. And y'all just trying to plug any old thing into it. Think about this. Can you plug your dryer into your normal house plug? It got a special plug for a reason, because you can't go plug. They doing that so you can't go plugging that into any old thing. You be done burnt the whole house down. Should I cut it down as far as I can below the... Email me and send me some pictures, because before you get into that, send me some pictures. Don't take my advice and I ain't even seen it. I need to see how bad it is. You might have one black leaf. I'm about to cut your whole little Charlie Brown tree down. I don't want you to do that. But I do want to help you though. Dr. Tara said it's only 12 watts for the go power. Exactly. It's only a 12 watt. It can take in, I think, 60 to 100 watts, something like that. But people been blowing up, like, popping them like popcorn. I'm like, they're like, what did I do wrong? It was a piece of junk. I had to send it back. It blowed up. I hooked two Renogy solar panels in series, and then I thought I can plug in to a regular plug energy efficient dryer. But that's rare. That's rare. You know, most dryers do not just plug into no house. Most dryer plug, most 99.99% of dryers got the little weird three prongs to kind of look like they throwing up gang signs. You know that. You know. Don't mess nobody head up, cause then they'll be going to thinking they can do that. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Let me see. Learn how watts are calculated, converted into amps. It's worth it. Trust me. Yes, Lord. Thank you. Let me see. I had to call AAA today. I got a... Oh, that's terrible. Okay. No, it was a lot of leaves. The storm took most of them off, but I'll still... Yeah, because it's not just the leaves. The leaves is just a way to indication. But the actual fire blight is in the branch of your tree. It is living and traveling through the branch and the stems and the limbs of your tree. Somebody say, I broke my 13-watt Thunderbolt panel. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Blueberries will overwinter without being covered. Mine came back in Minnesota. Is there a channel to teach about the conversions? Don't look at it on YouTube. Read it. Read it on, listen, go and, what's that one thing called, Wikipedia or Google. Don't listen to people tell you. Don't listen to people tell you, really, and read some instructions. Okay? Please, man, y'all dealing with electricity. You gonna blow your head smooth off your shoulders. How many times earlier did I stutter and say, what is it, 28 volts or 48 volts? I couldn't remember. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. You gotta do some math with this energy game right here. You gotta do some calculation. Hear the frogs? They telling me to go in the house. I'm telling you, man, this ain't no game. Normally, if we talking about plants, your green peppers is gonna die. Okay, go get another green pepper, plant some more seeds, whatever. But you're talking about life and death when you're messing with these. When you're messing with these wires, these are high voltage, high wattage wires that'll make your pop top. Telling you, I don't want you to get hurt, son. I really don't want nobody getting hurt. And everybody just going and plugging stuff up into any old thing, man. Man, please don't. I just, listen, I promise, I just don't want nobody to get hurt. It was a bare root tree when I got it. Only one stem, no branches yet. Yeah, that ain't sounding good. Let's see, what was that? I finally got my 2 blueberry plants from Kroger. So happy they were already producing with more to ripen. There you go. You got to look at some of them places that you don't even think about to get that stuff. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Sham. Send me some pictures. Let me see. Sapphire, I am raising two grandchildren off small disability check. I'm widowed and don't want to waste my money. I have no one around to learn from. Thank you. Oh, I understand, but you don't have to learn from nobody else. You gotta use your own reasoning. You gotta do some reading. You don't gotta learn from nobody. I'm telling you. You know what I didn't show you? Each one of these panels came with a little thing with instructions on it. And I'm not doing it on camera, but I always pull that little piece of paper out and I put it in my solar box and I read that. I reads it. I'm telling you, you don't need nobody else to teach you how to read. All this stuff come with instructions. And you online right now, that means you a little bit computer savvy. All this information is online. If you Google it, if you look into it, all you got to do is type the word in, like what are watts, what are volts, what are watts and volts. All that's gonna keep leading you down a rabbit hole of knowledge. So trust me and believe me, we gotta use these computers and these smartphones and these tablets for more stuff than looking at Baby Shark and twerking. Man, I promise to you, we do that all day. We do that all day. Why do the frogs stop croaking? I don't know. I ain't going to ask them. They all start up at one time, then they all stop at one time. I don't know. Would it be all right if I sent you an email picture of my tree? Yes, Britt, this is my first time air layering. I want to take it off the top. That should be pruned off. Yes. What is the YouTube channel is talking about? I don't know. Must have missed something. Yeah, stay away from over there too. Tic Tac is don't get me started on that. Sapphire says, great. Long as it has intro, I can figure it out. Just need some advice on which one or size I should go with. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Everybody, thank you, because I gotta haul all this stuff back in. Hey, David Jones from Canada. How you doing? It's good to see you. John Moore said, I cut off the top of my blackberry plant near the nose. Near the nose. It was growing too tall, so I planted it in the ground. How much fertilizer and water does it need to get more roots? I don't know. I would have to see it. Uh, the person is asking about the YouTube person. You were talking about the popular one. For solar is Will Prouse or Hobotech. And for the YouTuber, the biggest YouTuber like in the world, is Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat. Okay? Oh, you see all my hives running? I got one over, I got two, I even got a video I ain't even released yet. I caught a swarm. I didn't even release that video yet. So I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna let y'all go. We've been on here like for 9 hours. Right, Casey Neistat, Brenda, that's right. Thank you so much for that. Everybody, I had a good time anyway, so I enjoyed y'all company. I really did. I hope we all got something out of it. Something. Poontang 3000 and the Ding Dong 150. Good night revealed like beeswax. You sell? No, I don't sell beeswax. Larry, it's dark it's dark here in Charleston. Time sure flies. Let me see. Where can I find a connector? I believe feminine to connect to the pot. I'm canning, so this has been that. I'm telling you that Go Power. Y'all gonna have to read on that Go Power Plus, cause you gon' I ain't gonna say it no more. You gonna blow your head off. Okay, y'all gonna hurt yourself with that thing. That thing, you shouldn't be trying to plug too many watts and too much energy into it. It's not made for that. It's not made for that, family. I did that to help this old guy that was said, look, I ain't got no money. I got about $100. That video did take off. It did. But I did that for that guy, and I didn't have no idea that video was going to blow up like that. But I don't want you thinking, because that video got a lot of numbers on the Go Power Plus, I don't want you to go thinking that you can go powering your whole house with that little rascal. It's a good device, but it's good for what it's for. And that's all. Okay? Everybody have a wonderful night. I'm going to get out of here. See y'all later. Left, I'm 73. I love y'all, and I'm out.